Hi, welcome to my 2 Bits. My name's Laura Batante. Today I have this really lovely mermaid tail signage for you to make, assuming that you're of course hosting a mermaid type party. And this is a tent card that I have built a little stability piece into so that they won't fall flat on you while you're using them. And they're just great for, small welcome to the party directional kind of signage, as well as like food labels, that sort of thing. So they're very versatile and they're super easy to make. So let's just jump right in. All right, so just before we go over the materials for this project, I'd like to take a second and ask you to help me out by liking this video and subscribing to my channel so that I can keep producing these videos. All right, so materials for this project. You were going to need a cutting mat. A metal ruler is really the best way to go so that your blade doesn't shoot up over it. An X-Acto knife, scissors, a bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, that's okay. When I'm doing projects with kids, I'll get them to use either a tack or a ballpoint pen that doesn't work anymore. You just want to dent the paper. It encourages it to fold in a correct way. And then for holding your template on, you can use paper clips. I do that with the kids at school all the time. If not, I use here at home, I use removable tape. Love this stuff. Also a glue stick. Now you can use pop dots as well if you want to just get a little bit of depth for your sign. So that's your choice. Do whatever you like. And then I have white cardstock. So that's the base for the tail and it's also the signage. And then I have a variety of beautiful papers. These are scrapbooking papers. They work great for this. Now, the template. I have put everything you would need to make one on this particular template. However, if you want to make a bunch, I recommend that you mark out on a 8.5 by 11 white cardstock. You can fit 3 on here and just measure them. They're 8.5 by 3.5, so that's the full width, and then just 3.5 pieces, and then those get folded in half, and then we put the cut line down. And I'm going to go through that all on the video so you'll know what I'm talking about. And then you could, if you want to, on your computer, you can put some text in, or you can go by hand, or however you would like to do it. And so we are going to just jump right in. This doesn't take very long, so you could easily make a bunch. All right, so what I did for mine is I put my stencil down on the white cardstock and I lined it right up with the bottom. No point in having to make extra cuts if you don't have to. And then I'm going to cut my white out on the outside line, and then I'm going to reuse this template and cut out the 2 inside pieces. And what I recommend doing is, if you have maybe 2 or 3 different paper choices that you like, go ahead and cut a full one from this color and a full one from, say, this color, and a full one from another one, and then just mix and match the tail and the body. I just think that looks nice. Now, if you like it so that they're both the same, you go ahead and do that. But it's just kind of fun. You can mix it up a bit, but that way you still have some continuity. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this and we are going to cut out our base, and that just gives it some stability because here we are using scrapbook papers, not cardstock. Now, I did use cardstock, some solid cardstock for one, and then I put some glitter on it. And if you know me at all, you know I'm not really the glittery type, and I must say I'm still trying to clean the glitter up. But you can 100% do that if that's what you like. Then go ahead and do that. I would still use the white base. I just like it. I think it makes it look good. But you could also use, you don't have to use white for your base. You could absolutely go ahead and use a darker turquoise color, maybe, whatever you like. Maybe you want to do your mermaid set of purple. Your call. So you can see I'm just going to cut this all out like so, and I'll just finish that up, and then we'll cut out our inside. All right, so I'm just going to now use my inside template here and cut along that line. And you can go right ahead like so and keep cutting, and then just go back and cut out the little in-between section. All right, so I have my pieces all cut out, and I have glued them on to my white base, and now we are ready to cut out our tent card. All right, so when you have cut it out, it is 8.5 by 3.5. That's in inches. Now, you could use this tent card like on a buffet table and actually have writing on both sides, and then you would just make another one of these tails mirror imaged, and so then they could attach, pretend this is the other direction, of course, like so, and you would just attach this to the card on this side like so, and then I would glue the tail together at the top, and that way you could easily use that for a buffet situation where you would have the signage on both sides. I've only done it single today, but absolutely no reason you can't do that. And so we are just going to go down here. If you have taken my recommendation because you want to make more than one and you've popped 3 out of 1 page, we're just going to go find 4 1/4, and then we are going to score that line so that we can fold it nicely. And once we've done that, we're just gonna line those up, make sure everything is straight. And there you go. I'll have a little pencil mark from cutting it earlier. Okay, so once we have that done, you are going to come along and on the left side, you are going to cut a little strip, and you leave about 1 inch at the bottom where you don't cut. So I just literally took my X-Acto knife and my ruler and left myself some room and then cut. Then you are going to, up at the top here, take your scissors and cut right there. So now you have these 2 little pieces sticking out. And the idea is just, I wanted to make something to hold it together so it wouldn't flatten on you, as these sorts of things are sometimes want to do after a little bit of time. So decide how wide you want your card to be, and then you just come over here and just fold a little. I mean, I could give you a measurement, but honestly, I did them all different and I don't think it matters. So you just fold it like so, and then we're going to put a little bit of glue right there, and we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. And oopsie, always more awkward when you're filming. I don't know why. Covered in glue now. No worries. It's actually not hard to do. It's only hard to do because I'm trying to film it. Okay. And then I would just lie it across like so, and then use the extra glue that you have wisely stored on your finger and fold that under like so. You could of course use tape for this too. No one sees this because this is under the mermaid tail, which is why I did it on this side. So there you go. You can see that that will totally hold it from falling apart. And then we are just going to put our tail on. And if you want to make it a little bit easier on yourself, if you're going to, like, say, use the pop dots, then you can just with a pencil very lightly mark the edge here. And that is the area that you can put a pop dot on right there. And otherwise, you can easily go ahead and use some glue for that. I'm going to use the pop dots because I like the look. And up here, a nice little one works good, but down here it doesn't matter. So I'll just chop a little. I don't waste any of this stuff. So I'll just use that. Whoops. And there we go. And then we just pop it back on here. Line up the bottom. Line up the top. And there you go. All done. All right, thanks very much for joining me today. I think that these turned out really beautiful and would really make a lovely addition to a mermaid party. If you enjoyed this video, then please like it and subscribe to my channel. I do post new videos every week, and I really appreciate you joining me. Thanks very much.